Community Health Charities represents health-related nonprofits, national charities that you're familiar with, and some local ones that you might not be as familiar with. But we represent them with the very important work that they do, programs and services, all of them that are health-related.
Kelly was born at 23 weeks. She spent the first year of her life in the hospital, and then at 10 months of age, she got a double lung transplant. She has secondary complications like colitis and developmental delays, and that's where kind of I found Can Do Canines. Buddy has done more than therapy. He has become her best friend. He's not only obviously helped her mobility, she now hardly ever needs to be pushed in her wheelchair stroller that we had for her. She cruises with him. She gets a lot of pokes, she gets a lot of labs, she gets a lot of injections, a lot of medical treatments. And he has just learned to calm her and just, he's so.
Yes, he calms me down.
In 2015, we were excited to welcome our third daughter. On October 8th, we went in for a routine ultrasound, something that we had done the same 2 days prior, and there was no heartbeat. And hearing that news was the worst moment of our lives. On October 9th, we went in and our daughter was delivered. We named her Savannah Hope.
Devastating. You know, it just completely turned our life upside down. So we found out about Faith Lodge the day after we lost Savannah. I knew immediately that I wanted to go, and I wanted to go then. I wanted to go that minute because it just looked so peaceful and calming and safe.
And having a place like Faith Lodge where we can go there and be with other families who understand what that loss feels like, who understand the challenges of dealing and working with your own family. It was such a welcoming place for us.
Kenley was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis when she was 16 months old, and we had never heard of it before. There are over 300,000 children with juvenile arthritis. I just smile when I think of the Arthritis Foundation because honestly, without their support and their resources and their opportunities for not only the kids to get together, but for the families to network and share stories, it's really made a huge impact on our lives.
Defense, let's go.
In 2012, that was the year my husband and I were brought to our knees when our son was diagnosed with cancer. There is nothing that can prepare you for the road ahead of you when your child is diagnosed with cancer. Chemotherapy is tough on everyone, but the extreme cocktail of chemotherapies that Tate was receiving was brutal to his body.
There were days that I felt so sick, I told my parents that I really wanted to die. Like, I just didn't think I'd have a shot at it anymore. My treatment plan was crystal clear from the start. And the reason it was so crystal clear is because all of the funding done by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And that funding is the reason I'm here today and I'm able to say I've been 4.5 years cancer-free. Being cancer-free, I got to play the card, you only live once.
I couldn't argue with him. He had earned the right to play football.
I'm doing all the things I love because the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society funded critical research that helped save my life.
Griffin had a mass in his pelvis that was about the size of a softball. We found out within just a few days that Griffin had a cancer called Ewing sarcoma. He went through 37 weeks of chemo. We didn't know if we would bring Griffin home. CCRF is such a huge support for our family. I can't imagine our lives without them right now. Honestly, they are people that just have rallied around us, have made us feel like we're not alone.
Giving to community health charities is easy. You have the option of giving to us for the support of all our charity partners, or you can write in one or even two charities that are close to your heart. Charity giving is so important. That's how we enrich our communities.
Thank you, Community Health Charities.